are courtside in the field house, joined by Lion women's head coach Jason Burton, fresh off of a 67-47 win over Northwestern State. Coach, I got to ask, did you foresee that kind of rebounding dominance that your squad put up on the Demons today?
No, but I think we were stat patting a little bit, man. Missing bunnies around the basket and rebounded, and missed a bunny around the basket, rebounded. Because, we only shot 33%. I thought there was more plays that we just got to finish around the basket, finish the first time, and don't worry about getting the offensive rebound. But I'm glad that we sure did stay with it, get our offensive rebounds, and find a way to either finish the play or get to the free throw line. It's easy to get complacent and miss a shot and then go the other way. But we did a great job of just staying active, being dominant in the paint. We talked about that. That's an area that we've got to be dominant. When a three-point shot's not falling, when your jumper's not falling, if we can get the ball where I think we have the advantage, then advantage us. And we did a good job of capitalizing on that. We don't always do that, but today we really took it to heart. Did a great job on the boards. Did a great job getting the ball to the paint and finishing.
You had 8 fewer turnovers. Why don't you start right there, because your guards are not the ones that you started with handling the rock all game long. And now Mia Deck having to take over, and everybody was pretty solid with it.
Yeah, they did a really good job of taking care of the ball. We had 7 turnovers at halftime, and we talked about being 5 or under in the second half. We wanted to limit their possessions and did a good job. Right, they hit it right on the head. 5 turnovers in the second half, and I think we're a team that if we can be a 12 turnover team, we're going to force some turnovers. We've been doing that pretty much all year, and so just the more extra possessions that we can get when you're down scorers, it's all about how many possessions you can get. And then what we do with it. And I thought, for the most part, our shot selection was really good. Did a great job of trying to get the ball exactly where we wanted. There's some things we can clean up, obviously. But they zoned us pretty much the whole game. And I think that, if you go back and look at McNeese State and what McNeese State did to us, they zoned. And so they probably tried to take a page out of that book right there. And I thought we did a good job of capitalizing against the zone. And I'm curious to see what they'll do next game. But we'll be prepared either way.
Yeah, got a little help on the island. And the Islanders fell to Houston Christian 55-52. So,
and I saw that the Southeastern game was an overtime game. I heard they hit a 3 to go to overtime, and they ended up beating McNeese by 8 in overtime. But the league's wide open, and now that 3 teams with 3 losses, we're right there in the mix. And obviously we're a half a game back because we didn't get to play that Nichols game yet. But it's right there. It's right there for the taking for us, and we appreciate Houston Christian for doing that. But again, we can't look too far ahead. We got a team that we just played that's going to be hungry again on Saturday. They're going to be playing at home. And, we can't be complacent. We can't think that we won this game and we won the game by the margin that we won it by and just think it's going to happen again. We got to come out and work again. And that's what makes this week tough is that they get to get their get-back game right away.
Right.
So you don't have to wait a few weeks. They get to do that right now, and they can do it at home. And so they're going to be fired up at home. We didn't do a great job in the second half of guarding the three-point line. You look down the stat sheet, and Sharna is 7 of 9, and all her shots were from 3, and she hit 7 threes. And so we did a poor job right there of just letting her get shots off. She was way too comfortable. And so we got to clean that up next time.
Coach, you're going way back into the early part of the game when the lead seesawed. We're talking about single digits, both teams. And Sharna hit those 2 threes. I thought it was big, even though it was out early, that the Lions came back, and you got a 3-pointer from Dez, and you got a 3 that was turned back into a 2
from Mia.
Was it Mia or was it Liv?
It was Mia in the corner.
Mia Deck. Okay.
Yeah, she had a 3 at first, and it got turned to a 2.
That's a pretty big answer every time. I mean, both times, boom, boom.
Yeah. And the 3-point line hasn't necessarily been our strongest thing, especially since Gianni got out. But I think we're shooting the ball with more confidence, and as we continue to shoot the ball with confidence, those are going to fall for us. And it was good to see them early on be confident against that zone. We got the ball inside, got some inside-out looks from 3, and or did a good job of drawing 2 against the zone. Got an open look from Mia, which her foot was right there on the line. I had a good view. The corner. That's the thing about these corner 3s is the corner is so small. If you're not on the line, you're probably out of bounds, and so you got to have great footwork right there. But we'll take the shot. We'll take the confidence, the way they shot the ball. And just the overall effort tonight. Really good job by the Lions today.
Coach, points in the paint, 40-18, and second chance points, 20-5 To say that y'all kind of dominated inside today is an understatement.
Yeah, and we played to our strengths today, and you know, I got to give a lot of credit to our guard play, though, as well. Mia Deck, Olivia Russell, Dorian Norris, they did a tremendous job on Giselle and Candace in the first half especially. I think they combined for 1 of 15 from the field in the first half, and that's the head of the snake right there. Those two guards are so good. They're so great at getting to the paint, getting downhill, creating lanes, creating open shots for shooters, and we did a really good job on them in the first half. And you know, I know those two especially are going to come back next game and be hungry for a win. And so we just got to duplicate that same thing, do a good job of containing. I thought a couple times too many that we let the guards get to the paint. They were able to drop it off to the big inside around the basket, and Layla had to step up and overhelp. And so we got to contain the drive a little bit better, but really proud of the effort from our guards and just the defensive effort. 47 points in the game to hold them to, 20 points in the first half. That's some of the best defense that we played this year.
Layla Lawrence was a monster today. You said she was making
She
some
was
of her own.
She was stat padding a little bit. I told her that in the locker room. But she played tremendous, man. You know, she played with a lot of confidence. She was jumping up to get a lot of rebounds, and she stayed with it the whole time. And a lot of plays, she just stayed with it until she got the ball in the bucket. And we got to work on that, you know, next game, just finishing early on. But, man, she was a force down there.
18 rebounds,
Coach. 18 rebounds.
11 offensive boards.
22 points. And that's why I said 11.
Well, half of them were hers.
Yeah, what did she shoot? She was
8 out of
18. So I think all 10 of her misses, I think she got the offensive rebound. But it says a lot, just the effort that she played with today. Played with passion, finished a lot of plays today. And you know, she was the player that we knew that she's capable of being. And that's, you know, when she's playing like that, when she's playing with confidence, she's one of the best players in this league. And it's good to have her step up in a game that we really needed her to.
You know, that's her career best by 5 for rebounding.
Yeah.
And in scoring, this is her best at Division I. She scored 24 while we were still in the Lone Star Conference. But, Coach, did you ever expect her to just dominate a stat sheet? The leader in BMFB concrete block shots with 4 for the whole game.
Okay. She had
3 steals, that's tops in the whole game. 3 assists, that's tops on her team.
That's probably what I was the most proud of today from her, was that she did it on both ends. I thought her defense was tremendous. She stepped up and really helped. She got a lot of deflections. She blocked some of the guards driving to the basket. She was all over the place this game, and she deserves all the rest and all the praise from this game. She played probably the most complete game that she's played in a Lion uniform, and it was great to see.
Players like that, you know, when a really good player has a great game, it starts elevating them to be great players, does it not?
And it was just great to see her teammates cheer her on the way they cheered her on and celebrate her and just celebrate the team. I thought our bench energy was back. Now, that was one of the things we talked about pregame is you go back to our last game versus McNeese, and the bench was dead. Our energy really wasn't there. And then we brought it today. Our energy from our bench was great. They were engaged from start to finish, and it helps. You know, when teams go on runs, if you look at the second quarter, and there was a time where it just felt like we were in a scoring drought in the second quarter, but we were playing defense and we were engaged because our bench did a tremendous job of talking and continuing to keep our team fired up.
Very good. Coach, that's a big dub for you. Your squad, 8-3 now, 10-13 overall. You know, 500 plus is in sight. And I know that's got to be a target for you because 8 previous years there's never been a losing season.
The target for us is to win the next game, man. I can't focus on anything else. It's fun. It's fun, exciting to see, like, Corpus lose today, and you know that there's 3 teams at the top. That's exciting because you know that, man, all these games mean something. And as a coach, as a player, you put in all this effort all year long to get to February and to March, and to be playing meaningful basketball in February and March. And right now we're in a position to be playing meaningful basketball. You know, we have every shot in the world to go and win this conference. We've got a great shot to go and position ourselves to get a double bye for the conference tournament, and then we got a great shot to continue to play in WNIT or WBI, something like that. And so it's exciting times for A&M-Commerce women's basketball and what we're doing, and what Rose is doing too, man. It's fun to see both teams playing at a high level right now.
All right, so you got, day and a half to get ready for the next go-around with the Lady Demons at their place. Coach, so do you have any different feelings about your prep now for that game after you beat them by 20?
Well, I'll go home tonight, and after the kids go to sleep, I'll watch this game, and I'll be able to see some things that I'm sure I didn't see while coaching the game. But you know, we got to do a better job on those shooters. You know, they shot the ball way too well from three. We let people get confident from three. That doesn't need to happen at their place. And, you know, every team that plays at home is going to be a lot more comfortable playing at home. We got to play through contact. You know, I thought we got some whistles tonight, but it doesn't always happen that way on the road. 13-9 is a pretty balanced game, but that 13-9 could be the other way, and so you don't shoot 20 free throws, maybe you shoot 14 free throws, and we got to find a way to be more efficient. 33% from the field is not going to get it done most nights. You know, I'm glad that we played really good defense, and we got to hang our hat on that as we get on the road. But we also got to do a better job of finishing plays and shoot a little bit higher percentage than 33%.
Does it come into your thought and preparation for the next game? What are they going to do? What is their coach going to try and fix?
You know, they're at this point in the season, teams pretty much are who they are. We have 7 games left in the season. They have 6 games left in the season, right? And so they are who they are. You could see them go a little bit more man-to-man and feel like that didn't work for them. You could see them press a little bit more. They only pressed one time, but we scored on the back end of that press. And I thought we did a great job. And what they may do is, you know, put some adjustment to that. You know, look at our press offense and see what type of press they want to do and do a different type of press. But, you know, I think we did a great job of really handling their pressure, taking care of the basketball, and it's going to be a huge key for us on the road. Is can we do it again? Can we take care of the basketball again? And the ball hung on one side of the floor, I think, too many times offensively. We got to make sure we do a better job of getting the ball reverse, get the ball to the third side where things open up and our shots get a little bit easier.
All right, can't wait to see it. We'll go down to Natchitoches, and it's more than meat pies when we go this time. All right, folks, line up, and the ladies get a 20-point dub. The men's game is coming up next after this on your station, 88.9 KETR. Thanks a lot, Coach. We'll see you Saturday.